What's up, guys? Kevin Cage here. Let's get right into it. So we have Bitcoin just over $18,000 again. And I want to go back to historical data and kind of look at where we were in the past. Where was XRP at this time? Where was Ethereum? Where were a variety of other altcoins that we know and love today? Obviously, we know when Bitcoin approached its all-time high, approaching 20K back in 2017, we know that that money eventually leaked out and started pumping these alts. I know many people anticipate that to happen again, and I'm just keeping my eyes peeled and trying to expect the unexpected. So as we know, in December 2017, we can just have a daily with Bitcoin just to kind of get a look. So we see that, we closed or kind of were playing above this level for 3 or 4 days, give or take. And this is about from December 16th to, say December 19th. So 16, 17, 18, 19, give or take 4 days. And at this time, that's all good and great. I'm curious where Bitcoin closes today. We can see XRP at that time was, look at these just massive daily candles when it finally just started going. Nobody expected it. And right here, just around a range of maybe 75 cents. So we wicked as high as about, I'd say 84. Yeah, 83, 84 cents. And we did wick as low as 64 cents. Tons of volatility in times like these. So my eyes are absolutely peeled. Also, same thing goes for Ethereum. We were, obviously today, we are around $472, just like XRP is 30 cents. Plenty and plenty of upside for ETH right here. We went, as low, just let's say 660, all the way up to even some big wicks, well over $850, approaching its all-time high as well. And keep in mind, what did they do after? They kept going. The same concept for XRP as we remember. You can look at these big candles, and right after that, kind of along with Bitcoin, it pumped 200% right there, and then it still had plenty and plenty of upside after that point. Another 200, maybe even 300% if you're measuring those wicks, because remember XRP's all-time high on, a few exchanges was about $3.84, and I'll be showing that in this video as well. Next, I want to touch on this. So Bitcoin ownership getting more centralized here on You today. We can see Bitcoin whales are now controlling an even larger share of Bitcoin's total supply. You understand that these big accounts hold a huge supply. It makes it a lot easier to manipulate price, and even doing, tiny little 1% swings can make them tons and tons of money. There are very smart trading bots and softwares utilizing AI by these huge hedge funds or, entities or even early Bitcoin buyers. So should be no surprise. Just be mindful of this, whatever you believe, and keep an open mind. Top 2% of Bitcoin addresses, the wallet addresses, the accounts that people or businesses hold, now account for a staggering 95% of the asset's total supply. So keep this in mind in the months ahead as well. Now, I want to go over this. This was shared by XRP Crypto Wolf. Binance is one of the biggest exchanges by volume, was at an all-time high. Absolutely insane, guys. Look at this, $25 billion in volume. Now, I still believe that this is largely wash trading. I know people, get upset by that. This is not natural volume quite yet. I believe if there was natural volume like this over Ethereum or XRP, price would be going much, much higher. A lot of this is just wash trading, fake volume, a lot of tether volume. And what I'd like you guys to do is just go to coinmarketcap.com if you're completely new. And I know 99% of you already know all this, but right here, just go into coinmarketcap.com. You can see the top assets, and we see XRP, 30 cents, Bitcoin, all that. And of course, you can go to market cap, etc. But look at the volume. We have a stable coin in the third ranked position, and its volume is 53 billion in a 24-hour period, I believe. And this is absolutely insane. It's even larger than Bitcoin, the number one asset. So a lot of this is largely tether. You can look at the history of how much they've printed artificially. I know we bash the government for printing, but we should really look at some other practices that are going on here as well. And, we're a step in the right direction. Of course, the bigger the market gets, the more there's a higher need to regulate it, which is good in my opinion, because once we know the rules of the road, we can truly take off, all right, with true certainty, utilizing utility in tandem with speculation. All right. Next, you can also just go right here and see top currency exchanges. You can go click this exchanges tab. You can click spot, and we'll just go down. Notice, remember when XRP Crypto shared it earlier, we're at 25 billion, up almost 30%. And now when we come back, seems that we've come down quite a bit. So volatility is expected in these markets. And as always, it's just crazy. I'm just biting my nails watching this at all times. All right. Now, another website I really like is coinpaprika.com. For any newcomers, I highly recommend at least checking this out. A lot of other websites have this interface, but you can go to coinpaprika.com right here, and you can just click all-time high. Now we see the top assets, and just a friendly reminder, we can see days from all-time high. Last time they were at that price, XRP is over 1,000 days. And keep in mind this, percent from all-time high, 92% down. As an investor, that is something that I'm looking at. Now, of course, I don't want to just buy something that's, 92% down that has no fundamentals. But when a company has hundreds of customers, has a network of huge banks of participants, that's so much harder to beat. If you have a great asset, you still need the power of network, the ability to integrate, and you're already via a single API connected to some of the largest banks in the world. To me, it's just a freaking no-brainer, all right? I mean, we have people that are, on their board, the law firms representing them, former CFTC chairmen, people that were in the highest positions of the world. We have PolySign that is literally part of Ripple. I mean, arguably, and they're giving presentations at the International Monetary Fund as well. It's just crazy. The original employees were part of Federal Reserve Board of the United States. Like, come on now, just do your own research and look into it. There's more to this. And remember, the best place to hide something is right in front of your face. Do not just be distracted with Bitcoin, the one asset. There are many other alts that are going to do great things, and we need a lot of alts to solve a lot of problems. It will not be one asset, all right? So right here, guys, we're at the Kahneman Santander, and of course, this is an early Ripple investor. Their OnePay FX application, which runs on Ripple, no surprise, utilizing Xcurrent, and then also, Pago FX, the other app, and operates in 6 countries, has expanded into Mexico. And of course, when I think Mexico, I think of Bitso. And of course, Ripple's doing about 10% of all volume via the USD in the Mexican peso corridor. So very exciting to see them expanding. If you guys want to check this out, Banco Santander has OnePay FX, International Blockchain Transfer Service. Talking about this, obviously there is some competition for these groups against other fintechs as well. So keep that in mind. Once again, scaling, developing blockchain, this is good for all of us, all right? Also, remember, Santander, alongside many other groups, back in 2016, announced, and they were the founding members of Ripple's Global Payment Steering Group, which today is called RippleNet. It really makes me think this has been part of the plan all along. I'm wearing my tinfoil hat. If you guys disagree, completely fine. And as we can see right here, Ripple is proud to announce the creation of the first interbank group for global payments based on distributed financial technology. Remember, this is dated back to 2016. Of course, everyday people didn't even know what Bitcoin was quite yet, and just don't be fooled. Banks have been working on distributed systems for years. We know that Fidelity's even been buying crypto in 2015. It's just the sleight of hand trick. Look this way, well, we're doing this, just like Jamie Dimon and all these practices we're seeing. We have Bank of America, like all these guys. And people were saying, you're an idiot, Bank of America is not RippleNet. Yes, they are. They're a part of the network. They are a founding member of RippleNet in the Global Payment Steering Group before it changed its name. And then, of course, this year we get 100% confirmation that Bank of America is utilizing RippleNet. They're not using XRP yet, but of course we understand their plan of attack and the strategy. And yes, I know there's still that argument that we're waiting on regulatory clarity, and I do believe that we will get it eventually, all right? Right here, Santander, which we just talked about with the application, Unicredit, Standard Chartered, which is another early investor as well. We can go on and on and on about this. Just keep in mind that this is huge. Notice, the group will oversee the creation and maintenance of Ripple payment transaction rules, formalize standards for activity using Ripple, and other actions to promote implementation of Ripple payment capabilities as our network continues to grow. Why on earth is Ripple the only DLT-focused blockchain payments company on the new ISO governing body? Because that's focused on messaging. To me, it just seems like the deeper you go down this rabbit hole, it seems like it's all planned, to be this way. They make XRP the black sheep of cryptocurrency. Everyone calls it a scam. They hate on it. And to me, that's just the best place to hide something. You guys can completely disagree, and if this video helps you make up your mind in any way, shape, or form, and you do what's best for you, awesome. All right. All right, and last but not least, guys, so Crypto Granny, again, she's a financial advisor. Highly recommend checking out her YouTube channel. If you want to see some high price predictions for XRP, go check her out, and she actually is using some legitimate models in my eyes, at least. So right here, she just goes on to say, just buy XRP, the cheapest crypto out there that works, has clients, global, professional, cheap, fast, secure, no hacks, millions of clients, and revenue, like true revenue coming as well. It's a no-brainer, and I 100% agree with her sentiment here. And we can even finish up here on Ripple's website, just seeing the typical investors. Of course, we know Standard Chartered and Santander, as we mentioned, part of the Global Payment Steering Group. We can scroll up every time I see Stuart Alderati, of course, General Counsel of Ripple, 20, 30 plus years of experience. And remember the talks of even the SEC running a validator on the XRP ledger. Interesting. All right, we can look at the customers, of course, watching them scale. Number of customers, their growth, their overall timeline, their journey, very nice. And you can also find a really good detailed one on xrparcade.com. All right. And then just overall, just looking, I mean, we have 500 employees, 9 global offices in all of the big regions that are important for finance. London, we have regional HQ in Dubai, we have Singapore, we have Japan, the US. It's just never ending. You know, regions in Brazil. It just goes on and on and on. And of course, look at this 3x year over year customer growth. We know $7 billion has been processed by Ripple as a whole. They're a software company. Of course, they take a nice fee from their clients because they're saving them massive amounts of money, as we know how expensive international transfers are. It's just my bet in the future that Ripple will become an Amazon-like behemoth for payments, just as Amazon is more so, I guess you could say, logistics or products and e-commerce. Payments can be a very, very wide vertical as well. It's way beyond just making payments faster. This can be lending, syndicated lending, group lending. It can be so many other things and applications built on blockchain or DLT-based technology. So yeah, I'm kind of excited. Let's just leave it at that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. All links are in the video description. Our time will come. See you in the next one.